Good afternoon. If you're able to safely and responsibly testify without your mask, that would be our preference if you could.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Go right ahead.
Good afternoon, sir. Please state and spell out your name for everyone typing notes here.
It's Vincent Agostini, Vincent, D apostrophe capital A Gostini.
And how are you employed, sir?
How am I employed?
Yeah.
Currently, I actually just accepted a job at Target, but I was previously employed with Fleet Farm.
In what role?
Loss prevention team lead.
Sure. And was that back in July of 2021?
Yes, it was.
Tell me about what your job was in general back in July of 2021 at Fleet Farm.
Basically, my job is to deter theft and to operate the CCTV surveillance system. And then also I played a role in inventory procedures as well.
In part of that role, did you sometimes have the opportunity to work with the police and as they were investigating things?
Yes, very frequently.
Could you describe, just in case everyone doesn't know, where is the Fleet Farm that we're talking about?
It's 4630 Dalmore Road in DeForest. It's right on the corner of I-19 and Highway 90.
Okay. And at some point, were you asked to provide police some surveillance footage from inside the Fleet Farm and maybe even a little bit outside, but mostly inside on July 2nd, in kind of early in the morning, around 7:20 or so?
Yes, it was.
And did you provide the police a copy of that video ultimately?
I did.
All right, and I'll note for counsel it's marked as 407, and I'd move 407 into evidence.
No objection.
It is received.
All right, and we'll go ahead and publish that.
And it should appear on the computer monitor in front of you once it is played.
Go ahead. So we're playing clip 42. What are we looking at there, by the way?
This is our front entrance to the store.
All right, we'll go to the next clip. We're going to play clip 5-1. What are we looking at in clip 5-1?
This is our last aisle in the hardware department. And it's right next to the farm department where we keep tarps and some outdoor gear.
Okay. And I'll just draw the jury's attention to maybe that center row, someone about to cross or walk into that aisle. Whereabouts is that person at the top of the screen in the center?
That aisle is where the tarps are located.
All right, and we'll go to the next clip. And we'll play clip 56. What are we looking at there?
This is again up at the front entrance, and that would be lane 1 is the closest checkout lane there.
And do you recognize that item that the person in that video is purchasing?
Yes, I do.
And what is that?
It's a black and silver tarp.
right, I'm going to show you a couple photographs, sir. I'll start, I guess, with a question. In addition to this video, did the police ask you to maybe look into that actual purchase itself?
Yes.
And were you able to do that in your role?
Yes, I was.
What's exhibit number 408? What does that look like to you?
This is a transaction snapshot for that transaction, or essentially a receipt for it.
And are you able to tell what the subject in that transaction purchased?
Yes, it is. It's a 6x8 silver black heavy duty poly tarp.
And is there a date and time that this was all done at?
Yes, July 2nd, 2021 at 7:21 a.m.
All right, I'll move 408 into evidence.
No objection.
It is received.
What is 409? Do you recognize that at all?
Yes, this is kind of a close-up of the card information that was used to purchase that tarp.
Okay. And does it have the same date and time stamp for the silver black heavy duty poly tarp?
Yes, it does.
Okay. And I'll move 409 into evidence.
No objection.
It is received.
And you've mentioned that tarp. Are 410 and 411, are those photographs of maybe the packaging of the tarp and maybe what would be inside?
Yes.
All right, I'll move 410 and 411.
And
No objection.
they are received.
All right, I'll ask to publish these on the Elmo. Sir, what's going to happen is that screen's going to come on in 1 second. We're going to show you the same pictures again. So we're looking at 408. And if we zoom in there at the top, there's the date that you were referencing, correct? The July 2nd at 7:21 a.m.?
Correct.
And a bit farther down, there's the item description of a 6x8 silver black heavy duty poly tarp, quantity 1, purchased for $6.99.
Yes.
Excellent. That's the same information on exhibit 409.
Yes, it is.
I'm covering up the remainder of the exhibit, perhaps that has some information on it that we don't need to share. And then zooming out, just briefly, you testified that 410, that's the packaging of that tarp that was purchased,
Yes, it is.
and 411, the tarp.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Good luck in your new role.
Thank you.
Cross-examination.
Thank you. Now, sir, as part of your investigation into this, you were asked to see if that card had been used for any previous transactions, correct?
Correct.
And you were only able to locate one previous transaction, correct?
That's correct.
And that was from back in September of 2020, correct?
Correct.
That's all, thank you.
Any redirect? And just to note, for the record, the video clips were played in their entirety.
They were all played in their entirety.
Very good. Thank you, sir. You are excused from your subpoena and I suspect released.
You are.
Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you.